Do you feel that? It has that familiar sense of dread that creeps in whenever you hear the words Mercury retrograde. There's a collective groan that ripples through the world as we all brace for flight delays, laptops suddenly dying, and texts that land with all the grace of a brick. But what if I told you that this upcoming retrograde, happening from July 18th to August 11th, isn't the cosmic villain it's made out to be? What if it's something more? See, this isn't just any retrograde. This is Mercury spinning backward in the bold, brilliant, and fiery sign of Leo. The universe is hitting the brakes hard, but it's doing it with a very specific flair. This isn't about random chaos. It's a cosmic invitation to get reacquainted with your creativity, your personal power, and your most authentic self. It is a chance to review the script of your life and make sure you read the leading star, not just a background character. In this guide, we're going to break down how to not just survive this period, but to use its reflective energy as your secret weapon. So, if you're ready to turn potential drama into a real opportunity for growth, stick around, because you won't want to miss the insights we're about to unlock together. The what and why of Mercury retrograde. Before we get into all the Leo drama, let's cover the basics. What is actually going on when Mercury is in retrograde? First off, the planet isn't literally flying backward. It's an optical illusion. From our perspective here on Earth, as we and Mercury orbit the Sun at different speeds, there are times when it looks like Mercury slows down, stops, and moves in reverse. Mercury is the planet that rules all things: communication, thinking, talking, writing, and listening, plus technology, travel, and contracts. When it goes retrograde, all of those areas of life can get a little scrambled, but the point isn't to punish us. It's to show us where the cracks in our foundation are. A delayed flight might force a much-needed pause. A misunderstood text might bring up an underlying issue in a relationship that needs to be talked about. This transit isn't negative, it's a diagnostic tool. Think of it as a divinely scheduled 3-week period for editing and proofreading your life, forcing you to check your work before you move ahead. So instead of fearing it, let's learn to work with it. It's the cosmos telling us to slow down and look inward. This is why astrologers are always talking about the words: reflect, review, revise, reconsider, reconnect, and repair. It's a time to look at the past, not to start something new. Trying to launch a business or sign a major contract during this time is like trying to swim against a powerful current. It's not impossible, but you're making things way harder on yourself. Imagine you're on a highway passing a slower car for a moment. That car looks like it's going backward, even though you're both still moving forward. In astrology, that apparent backward motion has a powerful symbolic meaning. Now, its reputation for chaos isn't totally unambiguous. Communications happen, and tech will glitch out. The Leo factor: drama, heart, and authenticity. Okay, now let's add the raw, and the drama, because this retrograde is happening entirely in Leo, and Leo energy is anything but subtle. Leo is the sign of the performer, the royalty, the creative, the inner child. It's ruled by the sun itself, and it governs our self-expression, confidence, creativity, and matters of the heart. Leo energy is all about shining your light from the inside out, proudly and without apology. It is asking you to turn that famous Leo spotlight inward and ask some tough questions. Are you really expressing your true self? Are you leading with your heart? What used to light you up that just doesn't anymore? Life isn't a dress rehearsal, but this transit is your backstage pass to review your own performance. It is a chance to get honest about whether the role you're replaying in your own life is one that truly feels right. So when the planet of communication takes a backward stroll through this sign, our inner drama queen might just take center stage. You might get the text from an ex, a real ghost from your romantic past making a cameo. While it's not impossible to rekindle something, you're advised to think twice. Is this a relationship worth another season? Or is it time to write it out of the script for good? This is a time for reflecting on love, not necessarily for diving headfirst back into it. The goal is to reconnect with your own heart, making sure the life you're building is one you're genuinely in love with. Conversations can become more theatrical, and our thoughts more grandiose. The potential for ego clashes is high, as Leo's pride can make us all a little more stubborn. Any mistakes we make might feel way more public, but that's part of the lesson. The universe is teaching us to handle our slip-ups with a bit more grace and humility. The main theme of this retrograde is a major review of your own authenticity. And because Leo rules the heart, this retrograde is notorious for bringing back old flames. Key dates to watch. To help you work with the energy, let's mark our cosmic calendars. Knowing the timeline helps you go with the flow instead of fighting against it. First up, On July 17th and 18th, Mercury officially stations retrograde in Leo. Depending on where you are in the world, this is when the train appears to halt and start its backward journey. You'll feel the energy shift as things start to lag. This is the Mercury cazimi, finding itself in the heart of the sun. For a day, the confusion clears. This is a moment of profound insight and mental breakthroughs. This aspect demands that you get brutally honest with yourself. Intense conversations could happen, or powerful truths may come to the surface. Psychological patterns and power dynamics are up for review. The planet starts moving forward again, and that feeling of being stuck in cosmic mud will begin to fade. But we're not totally out of the woods. We then enter the post-retrograde shadow period, which lasts until about August 25th. This is your time to put what you've learned into practice, clean up any messes, clarify misunderstandings, and move forward with your newfound insight. This is a day for real self-examination, not for sweeping things under the rug. Pay attention to the ideas, conversations, and aha moments that pop up around this date. It is the universe handing you the cheat sheet for what this whole retrograde is trying to teach you. This is your cue to turn your focus inward and start double-checking everything. Then, on July 31st, we get a burst of sunshine in the middle of the retrograde fog. Next, on August 3rd, the energy gets a lot more intense as Mercury squares off with Pluto. Finally, on August 11th, Mercury stations direct, officially ending its retrograde. A guide for all 12 signs. While Mercury retrograde in Leo is a collective experience, it hits each of our charts in a unique way. So, let's break down what it means for your sign, Aries. Aries, this retrograde is lighting up your 5th house of creativity, romance, and fun. You're being asked to revisit old hobbies or creative projects that once brought you joy. It's a great time to refine how you present yourself to the world. But be careful with your words to avoid confidence-straining This isn't about starting a new masterpiece, but perfecting the one that's already in progress. This one lands in your 3rd house of communication, which is like a double shot of potential confusion. You might feel more tongue-tied than usual. Steer clear of signing contracts and give yourself extra time for travel and important conversations. This is your chance to review your daily routines and clear the air, Taurus. Taurus, this retrograde is moving through your 4th house of home and family. Old family dynamics or memories may come up for healing. Communication with relatives or roommates could be tricky, so practice extra patience. You might also find yourself rethinking your personal boundaries. It's a powerful time to strengthen your emotional foundations from the ground up. It's moving through your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and endings. You're being called to rest and listen to your inner voice. It's a time to release old baggage and heal from things you've kept hidden. Team projects might feel messy, and plans with friends could change at the last minute. This is a perfect time to reconnect with old pals, or reassess which social circles truly feel supportive. Avoid getting dragged into drama, and focus on clarifying your long-term aspirations. Expect delays or the need to revise projects at work. Instead of pushing forward, use this as a chance to perfect your strategy and resolve old professional issues. This is your opportunity to make sure your career path is truly authentic to who you are now. Try not to overanalyze everything. Instead, use this period for quiet reflection and meditation. You might struggle to feel seen or heard, or feel like your very identity is being misunderstood. Think of this as a cosmic dress rehearsal, not opening night. It's your chance to review your personal brand and your creative dreams before you step back into the spotlight. Just be mindful of that famous Leo pride getting in your way, Leo. Gemini, your schedule might feel totally chaotic, so this is a chance to review and refine your habits. It is an excellent time to get back to a creative or spiritual practice that helps you feel grounded and centered. Your intuition will be off the charts, so listen to it. Gemini, your ruling planet is Mercury, so you feel these retrogrades more than most. You might be reviewing your budget or dealing with surprise expenses. But, on a deeper level, this is a time to reflect on what you truly value. Any travel or educational plans should be double-checked and kept flexible. You might find incredible insights by revisiting a subject you thought you already knew everything about. Use this period to heal your relationship with security, both financial and emotional. Cancer, it's wise to avoid signing major financial contracts right now. This is a time for resolving past financial entanglements. You may need to renegotiate terms with a business partner or clear up miscommunications with a significant other. Past connections could pop back up, pushing you to reassess what you truly need from a partner. Use this time for honest conversations that can ultimately strengthen your most important bonds. On a deeper level, it's a period for some intense especially around healing old wounds related to trust and vulnerability. Cancer, this retrograde is highlighting your second house of money, resources, and self-worth. Leo, this retrograde is in your sign, making this a deeply personal journey. Virgo, just like Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury, so this transit is a big deal. Libra, your focus shifts to your 11th house of friendships, groups, and future goals. Scorpio, this retrograde is hitting your 10th house of career and public image. Sagittarius, this retrograde activates your 9th house of travel, big ideas, and belief systems. It's a time to reconsider your long-term vision. Capricorn, this retrograde moves through your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Aquarius, this transit directly hits your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. Pisces, this retrograde is happening in your 6th house of daily routines, work, and wellness. This is a powerful time of reflection, and we're all navigating it together. I would love to hear how this is showing up for you. Drop your zodiac sign in the comments and share one thing you're planning to reevaluate during this retrograde. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Your survival guide and final empowerment. So, how do you tie this all together and come out of this retrograde feeling more powerful than before? First, the practical stuff. Double-check your emails, proofread your texts, and confirm your travel plans. Back up your computer. If you can, hold off on signing big contracts or making huge purchases until after August 11th. But the real magic happens when you lean into the slowdown. Stay flexible. Plans are going to change, and fighting it will only lead to frustration. Practice a little humility. That Leo energy can puff up our egos, so be willing to listen and admit when you've made a mistake. Most importantly, see this as dedicated time to pause. This isn't a cosmic punishment. It's a scheduled maintenance period designed to help you reconnect with your heart, your creativity, and your authentic voice. Embrace the quiet moments and listen to what they're telling you. If you do, you'll emerge on the other side of this, not just having survived, but with a renewed sense of clarity, purpose, and personal power.